We continue learning workbook page 127 with this problem. Use the discriminant to determine the number and types of solutions of the quadratic equation 7 equals 5x minus 3x squared. Okay, so in order to determine the number and types of solutions to this quadratic equation, we need to rearrange the equation as though we were going to solve it, which means we want it in the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So there's only one term that's preventing us from having equal 0, and that would be this 7. So if we subtract 7 on both sides of the equation, we're going to get 0 equals 5x minus 3x squared minus 7. Putting these in descending order would be negative 3x squared plus 5x minus 7. Okay, now, if you're bothered by the fact that the 0 is over here on the left-hand side, feel free to swap it. Negative 3x squared plus 5x minus 7 equals 0. And now determine your coefficients a, b, and c. So a is equal to negative 3, b is equal to positive 5, c is equal to negative 7. Now, the directions for this problem do not tell us to solve the equation. They just tell us to use the discriminant to determine the number and types of solutions. So what we're going to do is we're going to plug these values into the discriminant b squared minus 4ac and determine the sign of the discriminant. Let's begin. B squared, so that would be 5 squared, subtract 4 times a negative 3 times a negative 7. Okay, here's the exponent of 2. Let's count the hyphens. 1, 2, 3. 3 hyphens means odd, so we're going to subtract. So 5 squared is 25, subtract. 4 times 3 is 12, times 7 is 84. So I need to do 25 minus 84. Well, 25 minus 84 is the same thing as 84 minus 25. You just have to swap the sign of your answer. So what do we get? 59. The answer here is negative 59. Okay, so what that tells us is that for this problem, the discriminant, b squared minus 4ac, is negative. So, how many solutions and what types? There will be 2 complex but not real solutions to this quadratic equation. And if we used the quadratic formula to solve the equation, we would see that there'd be 2 answers and they would both contain I.